Dominicans, if you're watching this, please don't come for me.
No basic zone.
Hey Stush Gang, and welcome back to another day in the Stush Life. Well, this is not really another day in the Stush Life. Today's video, I'm basically going to be giving you guys my FYI, things you need to know before visiting the Dominican Republic. So your girl got back from the Dominican Republic maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So after, uploading my vlog and what I wore in DR, I figured I'd come on here and let you guys know, some things that you should know about my stay in the Dominican Republic. A lot of you guys have been asking me questions under my videos, under my recent videos. So I figured I'd come on here and, just get it all out in one video so you can use this as a reference if you are going to be visiting the Dominican Republic very soon, or you're thinking about visiting the Dominican Republic. So before we start off today's video, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below if you haven't already subscribed, sis. We're on the road to 6K. You got to join us along the journey, so make sure you subscribe right now. If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments after watching this entire video, don't be afraid to drop it down below. I'm always around to respond back to you guys, so don't be afraid to drop something down below. So setup is a little bit different because I'm not gonna lie, it's like 92 degrees in New York right now, and it's way too hot to record in my regular space. So I'm in my living room recording this video for you guys. So if you guys hear any background noise, I apologize from now. Also want to know, if you guys see me looking over here, I have my notebook with everything that I wrote down so I don't forget any points. So first things first, I will say that DR is an open country right now, so I did not need a corona test to enter. They said come as you are, so we did not need to get tested to enter the Dominican Republic. However, coming back, you do need to get tested to come back to the United States. But DR did have a curfew. The curfew, I believe, was 10 p.m. Some places they were a lot more lenient, as I'll discuss later on in the video. But yes, I just want to note that right off the bat, 10 p.m. curfew. You don't need anything to enter the country. You just got to come as you are. So let's start off. Where did I stay in the Dominican Republic? A few people were asking me this. It was in the video. It was in the description box. I stayed at the Rio Republica in Punta Cana. That was the hotel that we stayed at. It was an all-inclusive resort. It was a massive resort, might I add. Massive resort, so everything was all-inclusive, drinks and food as well. And then there were some water activities that I believe were included, but I didn't really partake in any of the water activities on the beach because the beach was not my favorite. I've seen better beaches, I've been on better beaches. So overall, I give the hotel a 5 out of 10. It was a really nice hotel, but the service was just not it for me. I'll get into that a little bit later. The service was just not it for me, but the food was not bad. The food was, I don't even want to say it was better than the food at Rio Montego Bay when I visited Jamaica. But the food, we had a lot more options. I'll say that. We had a lot more options at the Rio Republica, and maybe it is because it's a bigger resort compared to the one that I stayed at in Jamaica. So overall, if I combine the food and the service, I'll give it a 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. But food, 7 out of 10. Hotel in general, 5 out of 10. They weren't giving the service that I was hoping for or hoping to get. So now I want to break down what I did each day, tell you guys the costs and my experience, and if I would recommend you guys doing it and stuff like that. So if you guys watched the vlog, you guys would have seen where I went. I hope you watched the vlog before watching this video, but you guys would have seen where I went every single day of the vacation. So on the first night, we went to this place called The Greek. It is apparently a bar and restaurant. It gave straight just party vibes for me. So DR does have a 10 p.m. curfew, but I don't know what they're doing at some of these locations. They might just be paying off the cops. Maybe they have a permit to hold these events. I don't know, sis. Do you? Same thing with Jamaica. But we went to this place called The Greek on the first night. It was really nice, but straight up US prices. Straight up. $20 admission fee for each person. Hookah was $40. If you live in New York, that's regular price for a hookah at a spot. This was in the Dominican Republic. They were charging us $40 for hookah. I want to say the refill was either 25 or 30. The drinks were around 15. They did have food at this location, but I feel as though the kitchen was closed by the time we got there. It was just too late to order food. But it was a really nice spot. They out of all the places that we went to in the Dominican Republic for nightlife, they played the most American music. They played hip hop, they played reggae, they played, of course, Latin, Spanish music. It was giving US prices. Like, you might as well have been in the United States, to be honest. But I guess for the experience, you're either gonna pay for it or not, you know what I mean? And it was located right on the beach, so that was a really nice experience, because when you're on the top floor, which is where they sat us, you could kind of see the waves crashing in from the ocean. So that was really nice. But I will note that they don't allow you to record in this location. I was still recording because what are you about to tell me? Obviously I have to get my content in for you guys, so I was definitely still recording at this location. But if they see you on your phone, their security's gonna come up to you and tell you like, no, stop recording. Maybe it's because they haven't paid off the police, but the place is so loud, like the music is so loud. I don't know how the police would not know about this location. So I don't know, maybe the police tell them make sure no one's recording inside just so that we're not getting in trouble with the government. I don't know, girl. But that was the first spot that we went to on the first night. On the second night, we went to this place called Coconuts Grove and Bar. No admission, but we were told that it was a really nice outdoor nightlife setting. So that's where we ended up going to start off the birthday celebration for Alicia. When we got there, we ended up just buying a bottle, and we paid $60, I believe, for the Patron bottle, right? We ended up getting, I think they didn't have any pineapple juice. They had apple juice and maybe cranberry juice. I think we opted for the apple juice because, girl, it's either that or straight. We had shots, but of course you might want a chaser. So we had that, and then hookah was $12. So compare it to the Greek, which is the spot that we went to the night before, it was $40. So I don't know if they were just head cracking us because they knew that we were tourists or what. But yes, hookah was $12 at the second spot, and I want to say the refills were either 9, 8, I don't really remember. This location, however, did not really play any American music. It was straight up Spanish music. Not gonna lie, straight up Spanish music. At one point the DJ realized that we were tourists, so he came over and started playing some songs that, you know, we could vibe out to, which is really nice of him. And that's how we were able to go to our second spot, because he recommended another spot after, you know, that one shut down because they had a 10 o'clock curfew. The second spot that we went to was called Scape Lounge and Bar. This one stayed open obviously at past the 10 o'clock curfew. It was really nice. It reminded me of somewhere in maybe like Inwood, if you're from New York City, Inwood, Dykeman area. That's the kind of vibes that it gave. I want to say the hookah in there was 30 or 25. Drinks were again US price, but music music, straight up Spanish music. I mean, this is expected. Obviously you're in, you know, the Dominican Republic. It's like going to, I don't know, it's like going to Jamaica and not expecting to hear reggae, not expecting to hear dancehall. It's just not gonna happen. So you have to, you know, remember that when you travel to these places. So they ended up playing maybe like 5 or 6 American songs. Definitely not up-to-date songs. I'm talking stuff like I ain't hear no Meat Mill. I'm talking stuff like, did they play Miley Cyrus, that party song? What is that song called? Yeah, that one. I'm sorry, I don't remember what that damn song is called, but I feel like they played stuff like that and maybe 2 other songs that were okay, you know. But yeah, they didn't really play much American music, but it was a really nice vibe. It was really cute in there. Air conditioning was ton up so that was really nice, because DR is very, very hot even in the nighttime. But yeah, that was the second spot that we went to, and that allowed us to actually bring in Alicia's birthday. The first spot was like our pre-game. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the first spot, Coconut Bar and Grill, Grove and Bar, Coconut Grove and Bar, they had food as well. We ordered their wings and I think tostones and yuca, and it was really, really good. Really good. The service there was really nice as well. We met this girl and she was really the sweetest person ever. She spoke 100% English. She understood English. She was translating for us majority of the time that we were there, and she took some bomb pictures of us as well. So hey girl, hey, if you're watching this, because you know we did end up following each other's socials. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm jumping back and forth. Hopefully you guys are staying with me. On the third day we went to Sauna Island. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. We went to Sonora Island. We actually booked this excursion with our driver Vicente. Hola Vicente, if you're watching this. He was honestly the best person ever. Really sweet, really nice. But we ended up booking this excursion with Vicente. He charged us $75 per person to pick us up, pick up the group of 5 and bring us to, I think it's called Bahibe. So that drive was roughly 45 minutes to an hour from the Rio Republica where we were staying to Bahibe beach. So once you get to the beach, you get on a boat, and that boat brings you to the catamaran, right? Once you're on the catamaran, you spend around an hour to an hour and a half getting to Sauna Island, right? Once you're on Sauna Island, you can, you know, vibe out, go in the water, go on the beach, take pictures. It's a beautiful island. It was so relaxing, so peaceful. They offered massages on the beach as well if you wanted to do that. I don't remember how much they charged, maybe like $20 for 20 minutes. I don't remember. I didn't get a massage, but what we paid for with Vicente was for him to pick us up from our hotel and bring us to Bayahibe. The $75 also include the whole commute from Bayahibe Beach to Sonora Island, and then once we left Sonora Island, we got back on a speedboat and went to this natural pool. The natural pool was maybe like 20 minutes out from Sonora Island. You're literally in the middle of the ocean and you can stand up. It was really super cool. That's where a few of the other boats were just there hanging out, chilling out. We were able to hold the starfish. I'll insert a picture so you guys can see that as well. So you were also able to take pictures with some of the photographers, because they did have a photographer on the catamaran. And then once you left the natural pool, you got back on the speedboat and went back to the Bayahibe Beach, which is where Vicente picked us up to bring us back to Rio Republica. So it's a trip. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little trip, because you're going from one boat to another, to an island, to another boat, back on the boat, to get off the boat in the middle of the ocean, to get back on the boat, to get back to the beach. Girl, it's a lot, but it honestly was a really nice experience. Sauna Island is beautiful. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right and I hope I'm pronouncing Bayahibe correct as well. Dominicans, if you're watching this, please don't come for me. And I will also note that the $75 also included food that was provided on Sonora Island, and it was like buffet style. So I believe they had chicken, spaghetti, rice, and like salad or something like that, and drinks. I of course ate buffet food. If you guys watch my vlog, I ate some of the buffet food, but I also ordered seafood that I had to pay for separately. The seafood was $20. It was calamari and shrimp and some sauce with like vegetables. So after we got back from Sauna Island, we ended up getting ready for dinner and we headed to the Jellyfish Restaurant. Beautiful restaurant, okay? Beautiful. It's on the water. It was just a really nice vibe. It was very exclusive. I don't know if it's because we went a little bit late. Our reservation, I think, was for 8. We got there maybe like 8:45. You know, they have curfew at 10. So once we arrived, there was another party that was sat, and they were celebrating a birthday as well. But once they got up, we literally had the entire restaurant to ourselves. It was really nice. US prices again, and we'll note that, but it was really worth it. I highly recommend, if you guys are in the Punta Cana area and you guys would like to go out for dinner one night, visit the Jellyfish Restaurant. It's beautiful. I believe they also have weddings there, reception parties and stuff there. So it's a really nice restaurant. They offered seafood, vegetarian options, meat, steak, you know, they had pretty much everything for everyone. So that was a really nice spot, and the service was magnificent as well. So that's where we went the 3rd night for dinner. On the 4th day, which is our last technically full day in the Dominican Republic, we went to Scape Park. So we booked the Scape Park excursion with a tour guide. We found the tour guide on the resort on the 2nd day. He wasn't around on the 1st day, but apparently, well, this is what I got after talking to him. He was saying that they try to catch people at the airport first, and then whoever they didn't catch at the airport to book excursions, they then go to the hotels and try to find you to, you know, book your excursions through them. So we didn't book at the airport just because we didn't know that's how it worked. Like in Jamaica, there are different tour guides, you know, just trying to get at you. So we booked this excursion to Scape Park on the 4th full day through the tour guide that we saw at the hotel. So we paid $129 for the Scape Park excursion, but we had some issues. I'll get into the issue shortly, but yes, we paid $129 for this excursion. We didn't commute to Scape Park with the tour guide because we had to do our corona test, right? When we checked in, the hotel did not let us know the time that they were doing corona testing, right? They only do corona testing at the Rio Republica from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. I mentioned this hotel is massive. I don't know how they're able to do testing in just that 1 hour time slot, but that's what they do, okay? So we had issues. We were talking to the manager and everything because no one told us the time. They just told us that when we were ready to do it, all of our information was already on file because they took copies of our passports and everything. All we had to do was go to the office and get it done. So the day before we were about to leave, we're planning to go and do the corona test. Matter of fact, 2 nights before we were trying to leave, we were trying to go and get the corona testing done. That's when they told us the time that it was offered. So we were supposed to be picked up at the hotel at 8 a.m. to go to Scape Park, but we needed to get our corona test done at 9 a.m. So it's either we were gonna go to skate park because we already paid the money for it, or we were going to go get our corona test done so that we can get back to the United States. Of course, we couldn't stay in the Dominican Republic, so what did we decide to do? We decided to get our corona test done. So after much confusion, much miscommunication, we were able to get the corona test done. So we got that done at 9 a.m. because that's the time that it was offered, at 9 a.m. and then we had to take our own taxi, even though we already paid the $129 for transportation and for everything that was included at skate park. We had to find our way to get to skate park. So we ended up finding a taxi. We paid $45 to get to skate park, which was approximately 45 minutes away from the hotel. I want to say 30 to 45 minutes away from the hotel. Once we got there, there were a ton of activities that you could partake in. They had the ranch where you can, you know, see the horses. The ranch was closed when we got there, which I was very sad about because horses are my favorite animals. So I was looking forward to that. But they had the ranch, they had Monkey Land. So if you watched the vlog, you saw the monkeys. You saw the parrots as well. That was in Parrot Island. They had a cultural route that you could go on to understand the history of the Taínos and how Dominicans, you know, came about and all that stuff. And then they also had zip lining, land zip lining and water zip lining, and a bunch of cave swims. So you saw that in the vlog as well if you watched it. They had Hoya Azul, which was that really nice little cave swim that we went to. I will note though that skate park, US prices, again, US prices. I mean, all these tourist spots, I expect, you know, the pricing to be high because they know a ton of tourists are coming to that location. I want to say we ordered a pina colada and it was $15, but not gonna lie, y'all, that was the best pina colada I've ever had in my life, and I do not like pina coladas. It was banging. They put the real pineapple in the pina colada. It was just really, really nice. They also had a little cafe. We ended up ordering wings and fries. The wings were really good. That was the last full day. On the 5th day, we just ended up going to get souvenirs. So now I just want to get into some things that I'd recommend if you are traveling to Dominican Republic. First things first is download a translator app. If you are not traveling with someone that does not know at least conversational Spanish, sis, download a translator app. I believe I used iTranslate, but I know a lot of conversational Spanish. As you guys may have seen in the video, I was, you know, I did mates naib. So I understood a lot of things, but sometimes I still had to read between the lines. You know, based on one thing that was said, I try to piece it together to figure out what's being said. Because out of the 5 days that I was in Dominican Republic, I probably met a solid 4 people that spoke fluent English. Yeah, for sure. Because everyone else, they didn't know, they didn't really know what you were saying. To be honest, I had to use the translator. We had to use the translator a lot, or my friend Alicia and I were basically feeding off each other, trying to, you know, figure out what was being said, you know, in these conversations that we were having. So definitely download a translator app, or make sure you know some conversational Spanish. Brush up on your Spanish just a little bit before going. Definitely figure out that corona test situation in a timely fashion, because you don't want to be stuck in the Dominican Republic. As I mentioned, DR is a open country right now, but you need that corona test as of right now. Like, this is June 6th, June 7th, I'm recording this video. You need the corona test to get back into the United States. So if you're coming back to the United States, you need to take a corona test to enter. So even though you don't need one to go, you need it to get back to your country. If your hotel does not offer it, I believe they said the hospital offers it, and you can even do it at the airport. You just have to pay some money. You just have to cough up some money. It was included in our stay at the Rio Republica, which we were grateful for that, but we did not get the necessary information to know when to go and take the test, which, you know, it is what it is. I'm just happy that we were able to. We had to dish out a little bit extra money to go on our excursion, to get to our excursion, or the location for our excursion, but it is what it is. You know, we still had a good time. But we were stressing, okay? We were truly stressing, like, do we lose out on $129? Or do we just go and, like, what do we do? Do we go to the airport and take the corona test? What? But the tour guide did reassure us. He let us know that it's totally fine if you get your own transportation and get to the place. We still have your names on the tickets. They should still be expecting you, which was really, really nice, because, girl, I was not ready to lose out on $129. Not I. Currency wise, I'd say to use pesos. I'd say to still bring US if you are traveling from the US. I'd say to still bring US, but I found that being that there is that language barrier, you're already trying to figure out how to translate it in your head. They're trying to figure out how to translate it in their head, and then y'all are both trying to communicate that efficiently. It's just too much. So I like the fact that I was able to use pesos, because pesos is pesos. You don't have, that's their currency, that's their money. But for booking excursions and maybe even the restaurant, Jellyfish Restaurant, I definitely recommend US, or even like bringing your card. A lot of these places do allow you to pay, you know, using your credit card or your debit card, but I found that pesos was a little bit easier, if that makes sense. But still, bring US if you're, you know, traveling from the US. I also want to note that when you're departing from the Dominican Republic, we flew into Punta Cana, as I mentioned. So when you are departing, make sure you leave at least I want to say at least 2 hours before your flight time, because the airport was very chaotic, very chaotic. At least we flew with Delta, and it was very chaotic to get up out of there. Okay, it was super chaotic between TSA trying to check your bags, well, not TSA, but you know, security that you have to go through to make sure you're not bringing anything that you shouldn't be on the plane. It was just super chaotic. So I definitely say make sure you have enough time, you know, to get to your gate. And even if you want to buy souvenirs, get food. Like, we literally were punching the clock when it came to trying to get souvenirs and try to get food before getting on our flight. So definitely give yourself enough time to move around as you can, as you want, as you'd like to, you know, before getting on your flight, because it can be very chaotic at the airport. And the last thing that I want to say is wear your mask, okay? Because they're an open country. Half the people were not wearing a mask. I mean, do you? I'm just saying, be safe. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say be safe. I was wearing my mask, I don't believe that, but be safe for sure, because it is an open country as well. And you don't, again, I mean, even here in the United States, you don't know who's vaccinated, who's not, but you just always want to be safe. You don't want to be stuck in a country because you have corona. But other than that, DR was fun. I definitely would like to go back, maybe to Santo Domingo, just to experience the capital and see what it's like over there. Punta Cana gave me up and coming city vibes. Like, it wasn't really built. It seemed like it was still being built, if that makes sense. So that was the only thing. Like, I didn't really get much views in Punta Cana. I got views more so at Scape Park and Sauna Island, but other than that, it was just nothing really much to see. The resort was, again, really nice, but yeah, outside of the resort, it was really nothing to see. Maybe it was just me, but I did really enjoy my stay. We had a ton of fun in Punta Cana. Definitely would, again, revisit the Dominican Republic. So if you guys have any more questions for me about my stay, about my trip, definitely drop them down below. I'm around to respond to you. If I have the answer to it, I'll respond to you. About my lovely driver Vicendi, he held us down from he picked us up to the airport till he dropped us back off at the airport. So if you guys would like his information, I did inquire and ask him if it was okay if I could disclose his information, and he said yes, he's open to, you know, making sure everyone has a great time in the Dominican Republic. Then definitely DM me on Instagram at the Stush Life. You can either email me, email is down below in my description box, or you can DM me on Instagram. I'll be happy to provide you with this information so that you can have a great time in the Dominican Republic in Punta Cana. So yeah, I hope I touched everything. If I missed anything, definitely comment down below, let me know. I'll respond back to you guys. But yeah, that's really it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't head out before leaving your girl a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already subscribed, sis. 6K, we're coming for you. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you join us along the journey, and make sure your post notifications are also turned on. We're about to be back to regular programming, because that's it for the DR content. So I hope you guys are ready. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys all later. Bye guys. Ooh, let me get myself together, girl. Recording this.